Hi folks, welcome to a little video. I've played Fallout 4 again. I play this game a lot. And I play it different ways. So I decided to try something different this time. And it's got to do with the Minimen, keeping the Minimen out of the game as much as I can. Also, all these people in this vault died 60 years ago because when you go and get Kellogg and get his part of his brain and go back to the memory, then you do the memory of coming through Kellogg's memories and you end up here. And instead of standing down here and looking at Kellogg, I went around and looked at all these and the people were all alive in them. So that was 60 years ago. So the Institute killed them. So that's a reason to put a bullet in your son's head when you see him, if you want it for the first time. I've done that. Anyway, so another thing, there's too many. One thing I didn't like about the game was there's too many of those little settlements all over the thing. Why the hell they didn't put a workbench in this vault and not give you that other vault from the Creation Club, Vault 88. I think it's Vault 88. We'll have a look. Stuff down here. Vault 88. Why did they give you Vault 88? Why not just give you a workbench in here? Clean this place up. One thing I have noticed though, doors are a bit clean compared to the rest. Well, and they were closed. Like if we close the door, you know what I mean? They look clean. I know they don't look as clean, but they do look clean. Anyway, that's one of the gripes I had with the game, is there's too many of them small little shitty settlements in the vault or in the map. So I'm now bloody well lost. I get lost everywhere. So we'll go this way, across this way. Trying to get out of this vault. Am I out? We're not out yet. Would have been nice though to have come back here. I mean, to put that as a gun. What, is it trash gun, isn't it? I think it's a trash gun. I don't think I can.
Nice.
Hold on.
Coming back later for you.
No, I'm not. I never can. I don't think anybody ever comes back for that gun. I've never seen anybody use that gun on the game, and I watch a lot of streams. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, go up. Wait for it to. This could take a little bit longer than usual. Oh, jeez, it didn't. It thought it'd take longer than that.
Hell yeah.
Probably you could change it and let's see what it looks like. Have a look at it. Oh, a missile launcher on me as well, but Jesus. But jazz, where is it? I probably missed it. No, that's not it. What's the fire? workbench. See, I was nearly heading back into the bloody vault there. Go around this way. Anyway, I decided to play it again. We can get out of here. We get out of here. Sorry about that, folks. I just have a habit, a bad fucking habit, trying to get rid of stop it. And we're out. So if we head back down to, so what I did is I left the vault and headed to Concord or to Sanctuary. This is sort of the story so far, why I'm doing this little video. So we left. So I had decided that I would not go for Preston when I got out. So I went and talked to the robot. The robot eventually does some stupid conversation with the robot. Drives me nuts. It's my first time I played this game. I remember coming down and talking to the robot, and the first thing I said, "Who the hell wrote the dialogue for this game?" It was terrible. The dialogue was absolutely terrible. Anyway, eventually in the dialogue, the robot tells you to go down to Concord and that there were people down there and there could be raiders down there. So I headed down with no intention of helping Preston. Saw the raiders, came back, talked to Cosworth, and after that Cosworth, you can use Cosworth as a follower. Now I take Cosworth with me when I go to places so I can fill up, collect stuff. But in the meantime, before I headed off, I decided I would build around the home house. So I built this around the home house. I went off and got him. See, he's the security, he's head of security here. Just the way I thought the game should have been done. Just the way I would have liked the game being done, but who am I? But anyway, we built this around it and we put a new roof on the house. And we've been off collecting. I'm collecting these. I always collect something when I'm playing this game, so this time I decided I collect the pumpkins. And we done up the house. We have security. It's amazing that security is all over the Commonwealth and I don't know how the cameras got there, but then I decided I'd go up and get Van, whatever her name is, Tina, from the vault. I went up and got her, and I went up and got Katie. There's only 4 people here altogether. Now if you don't bring Preston up here to this area, he stays there all the time. When you send him back, he go back and he stays there. He doesn't move from that spot. It's only when Preston comes into and his little gang comes into the area, he starts going around, wandering around the area, wandering around the sanctuary. Oh, your woman is gone. Where's she gone? Where is she there? I got in 2 settlers and they're just... And the reason I used these The security things was that they stay on them. They don't move from that area. So my idea of the game would have been you get out of the vault, you come down here, you built the security thing around all this, your own house, because being the home house is where you automatically would head back to. And where you feel safest would be your home house, wouldn't it? So, and my thing then it would be that you didn't need the Minutemen. And once you came back here, you were sort of leader of this sanctuary. No one gets into sanctuary without having to ask you. So I wouldn't have put the Minutemen. I wouldn't have put the Minutemen so. I wouldn't have given them such an important role in the game where he makes you a general after meeting you just for 20 minutes or so, or he makes you the general of the Minutemen after you go off and do the first Minutemen quest. It's fucking ridiculous, like, oh look, you can become general of the Minutemen. But what I would have done is kept the main storyline the same, but not have the Minutemen so involved. I would have them Preston fucked off to another settlement. I wouldn't have them, if you look at the map, I wouldn't have them all these little shitty settlements everywhere. Then I just opened the ones at this side, like this one, the drive-in, these two down here are open, like, and a farm and all that. So what we're going to do, we're going to run around to the settlements. I would have just put in about 5 little farming settlements on the map. The rest then of the Carla. The rest of the settlement, we say the workbenches, I would have put in probably one in that vault up there. And one in some apartments in but the Bethesda, they sort of probably said, oh, the mods do it. The mod community probably do all that for us. As you can see, this is all I'm doing, I'm building, like, and the point of this, we say, if you go in here, my question to Bethesda is, hold it again. I'm gonna go up there, or along here. My point to Bethesda would be, what's the point of all this shit? What's the point of giving people, we say, these kind of things to build around your settlement? Well, no matter how much you build these things around you, building these things around the settlement is a waste of time. I'm only doing it because this is all I want to do, is make it look secure. I mean, I don't think they spawn inside this settlement. The main attacks come from that area over there and this area here. And just like I say, here we go, we have an attack. Go up and have a look. We're under attack. And it's them. Oh shit, it's one of them guys. Down. No, get rid of that. Hold on, wait, what am I doing? Can't see him. Oh, he's nearly dead anyway. He's dead. I don't want to get killed by that bloody... And there you go. Oh, the guns are still working. And this is most of the main attacks come from this area here, so let's see if we can find. I think it was the Rust Devils. Finding bodies entertaining, I can do very well. And he's over here, wasn't he? There he is. I always do that. That stupid mistake of not looking away, and the other guy should be up here. Anyway, we get back to what we were doing. So we came up here and I just built this red brick thing and put flour in. So if we go in here, well no, if we go down here, I went to Diamond City and got Sheffield, right? So then I took over Vault 88, and the 3 people to come into Vault 88 went now. And there's one of the Vault dweller settler that walk away after a while if you do the test in a certain way. Well, she didn't walk away, so I moved her, and she's up here. And there's a kid here with him. So she's out of Vault 88, and so is the kid. So they're up here. Oh, and there's a load of little bedrooms off to the side up here, and up here then is the food. And I'm not going to be doing any massive builds or anything like that. So, and more food in here. And they come up here and they work the food. And this stuff has come back again. So the next thing we did was we built over at the farm over here. It's still clean, so we go over there. And we did the same thing, like I'm building with the radar fencing. I just put it around and putting a lot of guns up. So we have the radar fencing here. Right, so I built this, built all of this around here, put up all these guns. I figured a new way of doing the guns, I'll show you later on. Put up all these guns, had it done, moved on, came back through the area, and somebody, his wife gets kidnapped. Now why the hell Bethesda didn't put into the game that once you got over a certain number on your defense thing, like the defense is 117, once you got over 100, the settlement was safe from, not safe from attack, but safe from people spawning inside. I took away all these fruit things and put my own there. And the happiness goes from 88. There's a few other things you could do to get the happiness to go further up, but I'm not going to do it. But that's what happened here. They just attacked, kidnapped these boys. Now I've come to the conclusion that, oh yeah, he's one of mine. I come to the conclusion that that if you put up all this stuff here and put up turrets, the settlement should be safe from attack. It can be attacked from the outside, but they shouldn't be spawning inside the settlement once these fences went up. But Bethesda, being the lazy company that they are, which I think they are, a very lazy company, they didn't think of that. I don't think any of the workers of Bethesda have pride in their job, because now I'll show you where Preston is. So the other day I was walking here, the neighbours were giving out about all the shooting that was going on in this place, so I came over and I said I'd sort it out. So what I did is I came over here. Once you don't go down to the end of the street, you won't trigger Preston. Right? Came over here, took out my snipe gun. And sniped everybody from here, and they're all dead. And if you look up at the balcony, yeah, you can barely see him. Here we go. Go up. There's Preston. He's standing there, and he can stand there for the rest of the bloody game, because I am not taking him out of there. I might go in there after, and when I've finished off what I'm doing on this game, then I might release him once it's over. But what I would have happened with Preston, that he moved from, we say, you come down here and he tells you about Sanctuary, and you say to him, well, Sanctuary is my place and you're not welcome. You're going to have to find somewhere else. Right? So what Preston does is move off and heads for the castle, which is here, right? Yeah, which is here. So you could have Preston head for that castle, but where Preston could go to is, know where you meet Preston to take over the castle? You meet him in that little shop there. Preston could go there. Then someone could come and get you and say, Preston is looking, could you help him take over the castle for the Minutemen? So you go down, help Preston take over the castle, and Preston can stay in the castle. Out of my way. And for you to be said to get into, do you know when you want to go into the Institute, where you either go to the Minutemen, the Brotherhood, or the Railroad, You don't go to any of them at all. You go back to your settlement in Sanctuary, and you have to find two or three people to help you make it. And Sturgis could be one of them. The girl out of 48 could be the other one. And you go up and you get them to help you make it. And they tell you how to, like, normal. The farm woman is here. I don't want to. They make people happy, but I'm not going to get any yet till I sort out. Till I have all the settlements sorted out. So next move was we took over this place, and we done the same again. But this time I got an idea. I see guys build fancy stuff, fancy hotels here, and I was watching a guy who built a fancy sort of hotel here, big concrete one, without any mods. Like, he done a great job, but he gave me an idea, so I decided to do the same thing again, fence it all around to make it a bus place. So if we go up here, this will give you a right look at it. There you go. It's a bus depot with all the buses. They live on the buses. And it's the same thing again. The fencing is all the way around. The defense system is up to 100 and something. So if we go down, there's only 2, I think, people here. Query and a settler. This is the market spot. This is where they come for the market. As you can see, I've barred the weapons. The other ones I haven't put up yet. I'm not putting them here, I'm putting them somewhere else. Just to find a spot. So if we go down here, over here, onto this bus, as you can see, just there, and we go in. Sleeping bag. They're all going to be sleeping bags. There's no going to be beds anymore. She lives there, and Curry lives over here. In this area. We're going to make a sort of kitchen area. We're going to make it up here. We're going to put it here somewhere. So there's only 2 settlers here at the moment, but this is what we decided to do here, turn it into a bus depot. I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to build that fancy, I'm just going to do things like that. So the next place we headed for, well, as I was saying, I watched the guy build a hotel here, with no mods, just out of the concrete tin. So after watching that, I was saying that gave me the idea of putting the buses there. I said, I'm not going to build a hotel or fancy. I'm not going to be having a fancy builds. So what I'm going to do is just use the buses and the rail track and the railway yokes to build places in settlements. I'm not going to build any extra houses in any settlements. I'll do up the houses that are in it. That'll be it. So then we decided to go to Grey Garden and take that over. So if we head this way, wrong gun. We go this way. Up here. I do a lot of running around it. I don't use... I'm on the wrong side of the rail line. Grey Garden is up here. I don't want to shoot her. She's... Oh, come back. I don't want to shoot her because she's... I don't see... She's mourning a friend of hers, so I'm not going to be shooting her. What I would have done too, I'm surprised I didn't do, is put a tool into the area where you could come along and take down trees. So we're going to run because there's a bear there. Well, we took over Grey Garden. And I watched another video of this place. So we've done the same again. Built all around it. We have settlers here. Let's see what he does. He works on food, but he doesn't work on the food here. So we built all the guns. The main attacks come from this area, up here. Then I got this idea for the turrets. I should have shown in the other place, but it works. I'm going to change all of them. So I decided, I watched another video of this area here being done, and a guy built a hotel up onto the roof, up onto this thing here. But there was no settlements up there because he needed a lift to get up there. So I decided I'd do an experiment and find out could I get settlers to walk up there. And as you can see, I built this. This up here, and I put food things up here to see would they come up and work them. I put security yokes here and they come up and work them, and this one just sits up here all the time, and I put beds up here. Just to test the theory, would they come up? Would the settlers walk up here? And would they... Now my next test theory would be he walks up and down, but my next test theory would be to get up there. As you can see, I've been up there. But what I'm going to do is try and move that way a bit, and run a ladder from here up to them, and I see can I get him to go up overhead. And if they go up overhead, I'm surprised then nobody has ever come up with a challenge of building a settlement. Like, I'm going to take all that away and start building here if I can get him to go up onto the top part of the flyover. So after we took, and this is, I think, is the highest you can go. See, I don't know if I can push buildings up there because I might be out over the height building restricting thing. So then we decided so if anybody out there wants to have a challenge of, make a challenge to build on a freeway, you can make the challenge and you can put settlers up here. We go down, and just in case you think it's floating, it's not. I just have to finish this last one off. As you can see, it's held up by the steel. So then we decided we'd move on again. And we go after the one down here, over at the other side. I fell off this bridge for the first time the other day. So we done the same thing again. This place gets mainly attacked from this area here. You might get the odd ghoul attack come this way, but gets mainly attacked from that. And this is all I did then. I figured out, look, I could put the timber into the fencing to hold up the gun tin. And we done the same, we just built around it and thing. Then we decided go to the worst place on the sun to build in this game, and it is Hangman Alley. So we said we'd take over Hangman Alley. The alien is in the cave here, he's still in the cave. What's that? Oh, it is. And all the times I've been running down here, I've never seen that. Without a bit more, oh, you're unlucky, boy. Fucking tree fell on you. Yes, to talk about being unlucky. Yes, he lived through the nuclear fallout and the bloody tree falls on him. Poor bastard. And we just do this, and after this, it's just one more thing to show, which really did my head in, like, and really give me the belief in that Bethesda people don't seem to have pride in what they do. Just gotta keep away from everything that's fighting here, because it's usually somebody else is fighting somebody else, and I ain't getting involved in someone else's fight. Oh, we decided, yeah, we go up this way. We decided what we will do with Hangman Alley. You can't build it, even though I saw a guy saying that you can't put any food, you can't put food things down, and you can't put water. And we're going to make it Christmas Alley. We're going to call it Christmas Alley. So, open up. We're going to decorate it with all Christmas stuff. I've just started now, I haven't really done. But you can build food in the area, you can put them up, you can put the food tins up there, they can climb up and food, because I've done it before. I'm not going to send anybody here. I'm just going to I'll probably send one or two people here. I'm just going to decorate the whole alley with Christmas stuff and call it the Christmas Alley. Oh, that's what I've been doing. But then I also done things from the Culture Club, like the Coca-Cola, the Nuka-Cola restaurant. So if we fast travel to that, this what got me when I did the Nuka-Cola restaurant. There it is there. amazing how many times this game crashes. And it's only a lot of my games. I play a lot of games, and the only games that crash is Bethesda. Now, when you first get in here, you go, yes, a restaurant. Nice. Yes. Now, why they couldn't... You're not allowed to send... Your followers can stay here, but you're not allowed to send settlers here. And I thought, like, when I got in here first and saw the workbench, yes, I can send settlers here. You can't send... There's no happiness, no nothing here. You can't... You can't pick up the shit on the ground. Here, look, you can only take out them. Them things, like... Why they wouldn't allow you to send settlers here, 2 or 3 settlers, because when you go upstairs, you can take the wall away if I want to. I don't know why I want to take a wall away. There's 1, 2, and in here, there's 3 beds. So why they wouldn't allow you to send settlers here? Like you could, like you find this place, you take it over, send settlers here, and 3 settlers at the most, and they work the restaurant, they work the Nuka-Cola place. It makes money for you, and you get money off it. You don't have to see people here. You could have the 3 settlers just walking around here. And they put a workbench inside the place, right? I would love someone in the Bethesda to come along and say, is this just to show what you can do? Or what is the point of this thing? Do I take it all apart and start? I mean, if I can't send settlers here, what's the point of it? If you could send settlers here and you could make money off it, then I could understand this idea of this. But no, I just don't get the reason. What the bloody hell is this for? I mean, take all that stuff away and do it up yourself? What are you going to do? Replace it again? Put the same shit down? And the reason I don't want to take it away is because you can't put anything on tables in this game because it'll eventually fall off or fall through. And then what do they do? I wonder, could you? Hold on a second, let's see what happens if I do that. Why don't we just have a look? Okay, what's happened? Did a secret door open? Or all the lights came on, is it? No, the lights didn't come on. What the hell happened? I heard something. There must be a secret room up here somewhere. What did I hear? Or the lights outside, come on. There's nothing else here, only that. There's another one. Yeah, we do this one as well. That light, come on. Yeah, turn that off again. Have a look. Nope. Or the lights outside are on, probably. We'll go out and have a look. Okay, that's all that's here. There's no other room here. Anyway, why they couldn't allow you to put 3 settlers here and you make money off of this for yourself? And why they couldn't allow you to pick up that shit rubbish? Go outside and have a look. time is so bloody slow, isn't it? Bloody hell, come on. It's amazing I'm used to playing on my PS5 now where you just press the button and straight away. I played Fallout 4 on my PS5 and it cuts down this thing to between, I timed it one day between 7 and 10 seconds for a loading screen to come up on the PS5. Did that show put on the lights? I'm going to have to find out what the Switch did. Well, there's nothing out here to shine up. I don't know what they did. Right, why in... This drove me completely bloody mad. Why they could not put a workbench out here somewhere. Like, stick a workbench here somewhere, in this wall here. And your boundary would be, say, that wall there, all the way up here.
Huh?
Sweetheart, I'm fed up killing you, Garrett, for Pete's sake.
Playing games with me, huh?
Yeah, we'll try and get her this way. There you go. Pissed off getting her, and we see it come across here, halfway up the road here, down here, and now as far as middle of this road, and down, where you could clean up the whole thing around the shop, around the restaurant, and make money, instead of having all these shitty little fucking settlements all over the bloody map. They're not worth a damn. And that's why I call, like, does anybody in Bethesda go, well, I've got this idea, I'm going to put a restaurant, a Nuka-Cola restaurant in the middle of the city, and I'm going to put a workbench in there and 3 beds, but you're not allowed to set settlers there. Does anybody say to him, what about outside? Could you put a workbench outside? And no. Fucking Bethesda. What a waste. And it's the same with the other flats and everything else. So, that is my little rave about Fallout 4. And to the last, and that's what I'm going to do. I love coming on this game. I love this game, and no matter how much I give out about it, I love this game. I come on it when I feel fed up and down. It cheers me up to come on here, because I can do things on here. So, and I usually the last, I don't know what I was going to say there, but the last settlement I'm working on now at the moment, we have got to this area here. This is our next settlement. If we go to, I'm surprised the supply lines are not showing up, because I have that already. Do I? I don't think you can open supply lines unless you have Preston. You can build a... Oh wait. I always thought that was the supply line one. I'm sure it is. Yeah, look, you can send supply line between workbenches. Right, but it doesn't show any. Anyway, this is the last place I'm working on, and we're going to do the same there. So we go there and have a look. And as you can see, I haven't started yet. But what I will do eventually, this place, Coastal Cottage, the other settlement under Grey Garden, that little settlement there, what I will do, I'll put on a mod and take them buildings out of it and put buildings in their place. And I'll build all around there. And the next settlement we're going to go for then is the one over there, because I'm doing the railroad at the moment, and that is one of the settlements. The settlement across there is where Pam recommends. Where is it? If I hit that, go to map, and that's the settlement that Pam recommends we build the reactor at. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that over once I finish putting the fencing. I'm going to just put a fence around here, put on a mod, and take that building out and a couple of other little buildings. But I'm not going to do it till I have all the settlements where I can take out the buildings and put my own little building in there. And we started here. So that is my take on Fallout 4. And if anybody wants to come up with a building competition for the flyover, I'm going to see what I'll do in the meantime. I'll see if I can get people up onto the top of the flyover and see can you build, how high you can build up there. I doubt if you'll be able to build. I'd say you could only be able to put small little buildings up there if you can put up any. So if you watch this, thanks for putting up with me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all again soon, probably in Skyrim. So I say bye for now. Bye.